Okay, well, welcome to Coffee with Jays. We're Coffee with Jays on the road. This
Yes.
is a new thing we're doing.
To read between the lines.
It's a read between the lines episode, yes. But in Reed's car, he's driving me to go get my dog.
Yes.
And we thought it'd be fun to read our hate comments from the week.
Well, let me correct you. It's not our hate
It's
comments.
my hate comments.
Lane's hate comments.
For once,
Yes.
I said something that upset everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it upset me too.
Okay, so for context, let's first tell the context of the video, which was a clip that was taken. We actually have to release this episode, which I'm going to now, so everyone can get the context. But the thought was, I'm sick and tired of, well, one, I think our gay bars are in trouble. I think that straight people are invading them, specifically straight bachelorette parties. And I would like to add, too, that they are very disrespectful. They come up to you super drunk. They expect you to buy them drinks. They expect you to entertain them, okay? This is facts, okay? So I stand by it. And then I basically said, why would you go to a gay bar without a gay friend? That was my point. And then I made a comparison that people really didn't get, which was, wouldn't you go to Chuck E. Cheese without a kid?
Okay, so to correct you, your first question was, Reed, would you go to a lesbian bar without a lesbian friend? And I said, yes. And then you said, okay, well, let me make it easier. Reed, would you go to Chuck E. Cheese without a kid?
Yes.
Those don't coincide.
I still stand by this.
They don't coincide at all. They do not.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
So read off the comment that I was referring to from the bartender, who I agree with you 100%.
Okay. Do you want me to read the bartender comment?
Yes, because he flat out said this is,
Okay, well, let's read this one first, because I think this is actually one that I can answer that I do want to address. Okay. I'm very sorry. This is an honest question. I am a straight cis woman.
Yeah.
And I travel alone a lot in areas where I know there are a lot of LGBTQ plus people.
Right.
In the
And she
community.
was being very,
I
she felt bad.
I agree.
You made her feel so
I
bad.
will always go there because I feel safer and more welcome and will always have a great time. Is that acceptable, or should I not do that? I honestly love supporting those spaces. So my answer to her was, you're totally fine. You're not who I'm talking about. You are not the problem.
Did you remove my comment? Because I responded to her too. I said you were.
And I do think that is the case. Now, I will give you an example. There was a video on TikTok of yet another girl who said that she went into a gay bar and she was by herself and she was offended that the gay men didn't talk to her.
That's a different story.
That's my point. That's what I'm talking about. These entitled straight women that come to our bars and expect us to.
Okay, so that is a specific.
She had to take her TikTok account down.
Okay, so that's a specific circumstance and situation, and I would agree with you. Don't come into any establishment, with entitlement. That's not how life works, lady. Like, I say any establishment because
I didn't see all these comments under the comments.
Yes.
Let's read this one.
Yes.
By that same logic, it's not the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s bars are no longer the only place the community is able to congregate in reduced fear of persecution. In 2025, a gay bar is no different than a biker bar or a karaoke bar. Okay, a biker bar. What? You're proving my point. Okay.
And meaning that all walks of people and all walks of life are welcome to come to the bar.
Sure, but okay, I'll give you an example.
Of course, another one.
Am I going to go in a mid-riff into a biker bar in the middle of rural Louisiana? No, that's disrespectful, rude, and it's not what a bunch of straight dudes would want. So no, I wouldn't do that.
In a mid-riff? What's a mid-riff?
Like a mid-riff, showing your stomach and Daisy Dukes, acting like a big. Oh, well, maybe I did go into a bar in Homosassa, Florida, looking pretty gay.
It's Florida. It's Florida.
But they ended up loving us. They loved us, but you know what? We did a lot of work to make sure that those people loved us.
I think I always peg you to be more secure than you're coming off right now.
I'm not being insecure. I'm saying I think when you go into somebody's space, like a community space, you have to be respectful of that space, which we'll get to some of these comments as well.
Oh no, I got a great one for you. How about on Latin night? Is it disrespectful for me to go to Latin night at, what is it? What is that bar across from Roundup? Because I don't know any of the bars, but is it disrespectful for me to do that?
And I did also say that like everybody's welcome. Or did you write that comment?
I wrote everybody's
What
welcome.
happened to my comment? I know I wrote her back.
I didn't delete it.
Okay. Oh, maybe it was this one that I responded to. Yeah. As a female, we feel safer at LGBTQ bars than any other.
Yeah.
They almost always are more fun. Duh. We know that. Yes, we are fun. Okay.
They feel safer there.
Sorry, but it's true. That said, I do have plenty of friends I go with when I'm home. Well, yeah, exactly. I said I'm totally cool with that. Just be cool. I'm talking about the gaggle of drunk girls that come to our bars. Look, I have these girls come in, like, run into me at the bars, like, shove me out of the way. They're rude. They're rude. Maybe it's because I'm 6'5", and they just think, like, whatever, I can barrel around and be disrespectful, but I find it really disrespectful.
I mean,
you know what I'm talking about?
I don't, because I don't.
Have you been in Nashville?
Yes, I have.
All those drunk girls running around in white boots. It's like that. But that's what they do when they come to our bars.
I mean, people are out to have a good time, though. You know, like if you're going to a bar, you kind of have to be prepared to bump into people or get bumped into sometimes. Yes, they may be straight women. Yes, you know, so what? Let them have a good time. Let them have fun. Let their hair down. I would feel honored and privileged that they wanted to come hang out with me.
Okay, I actually asked for an explanation on this one. The guy on the top, that would be me, is just inadvertently made the argument for bigots equating gay people to creeper behavior. How? Like, how did I do that? I don't understand.
I didn't read that comment, but I think you should read the bartender comment.
I have to find it. There's so many comments.
And while you're finding the bartender comment, I'm going to pump some gas.
Okay. Look up.
What number is this? 6. You don't throw that. Why not? Do it.
This. Oh, look at this.
What?
Somebody agrees with me.
That's a first. Who did you pay?
No. Yeah, we're going to read that one for sure.
Number, are you?
Oh.
6.
We're definitely going to talk about her.
Why?
And I love my comment back. I was drunk when I did it. Okay, let's just do this really quick before we get gas. Read.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's this kind of white girl attitude that pisses me off. Okay.
And now we're getting racist here?
No, I'm not getting racist. By the way, you know how many people call me a cis white male that is privileged in these comments? So it's this girl, right? And she comments, this is why I don't trust any white man no matter what. And you know what I said to her?
He's
okay,
funny.
that's ridiculous. And I don't trust you either with your comment.
Okay, so let me also just, were you very upset when you were responding back to the comments after I had already replied to something else? Because you were, yes, you were in a mood.
First of all, you have been on the receiving end of so many.
I have.
It is my first time that I've said something super, I guess, controversial. I don't even think this is controversial. I know people agree with me.
I don't think it's not what you're saying, it's how you're delivering it is what I think most people are trying to get across to you right now.
Okay.
So check
the gas, and then I'm going to find
the bartender comment, because I think you would understand if you read the bartender comment. He was very respectful. I completely understood. I liked it with our account, the Coffee with the Gays account, and I bounced out of it and got my own personal account just to say, hey, I agree with you too. Like, great guy. He works in the industry. He thinks that bringing in clientele and customers, regardless of what your, sexual preference is very healthy for the community, the bar, the owners. So.
I'm not saying it's not. Okay, we're gonna talk about the owners in a little bit. Okay,
read the comments.
I'm trying to find it. There's hundreds of comments.
You'll find it in a second. Oh,
Look, this person agrees with me. It's not your space. Don't go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, with the gay friend, go with the gay friend. I don't know why this is so crazy.
Oh, damn. $3.49 a gallon. Goodness.
Okay, this guy's a dick,
Who?
and I totally had a total back and forth with him. I actually think we ended up getting to a good spot.
Can you read it?
But okay, he's a great example of what I think is weird about this scenario.
I'm listening.
And he also called me a pedo too, by the way, which freaking rude.
Okay, again, I'm listening. What was the comment?
Okay, so this commenter says, bro tripping. It's a straight bro. I got invited.
That does not mean he's straight. I say bro all the time.
Okay, bro tripping, super straight bro. I got invited to hang out with this girl and her friends. The girl knew I was straight, and so were her friends.
Okay, so
Turns out it was at a gay bar. So this is another problem I have. The girls are having a straight guy come meet them at the gay bar without the gay friend.
So what?
That's weird.
It's not weird.
Freaking weird.
All right, Blaine, answer me this. Do you go into straight bars?
Yes, but I don't go
without straight people.
Okay. Yes. First of all, everything is a straight place. It's the majority of places we go. Let's be honest with ourselves. Okay.
Right, but do we have to be?
No. You cannot equate this to, first of all, it's not like going to the rattlesnake bar at the Ritz. Okay. Like when I go to the rattlesnake bar, my point is when I go to a straight bar, do I dress like I'm going to Pride at a gay bar? No, I just dress like a normal person. I act like normal, not like super gay or anything. I don't do anything crazy. Like, I just am my normal self, right? But I'm not like, but the straight bar is not the same thing. But it would be like going to like this biker club example.
Are you upset because these straight women like to use gay bars as like an amusement park?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. And why are you inviting a straight guy to a gay bar?
Maybe she wants to test him out and see if he's accepting of the gay community.
Okay, I met her friends. It was a great night with the weird Chuck E. Cheese example. You're almost immediately going to seem like a pedo, and there's immediately jail time implications. Fuck you, dude. No one is going to potentially arrest a straight person for being at a gay bar. Never said anything like that. Minding their own business and drinking and chilling. I mean, I agree. I totally agree. What I'm talking about, though, is the behavior that usually follows this.
Find the bartender comment. I would love it if
you just hold off.
Hold on. I gotta unpump gas or just stop pumping.
Do people even watch these videos, by the way? Comparing a gay bar to a Chuck E. Cheese is the wildest take I've ever heard. I never did that.
You compared a lesbian bar to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, I did not. I just was making a point of, so will you go to certain places because you have a kid or you have a lesbian friend or you have a gay friend, or you don't just kind of like necessarily go to a biker bar unless you're with a biker friend, I assume. I mean, maybe I'd go to a biker bar, but like probably not. That would be like kind of really uncomfortable.
I mean, these aren't their bars that they're going to, they're not going to specific bars. I think what majority of people are trying to say is,
hold on.
Okay.
We're going to keep going on this one. Oh, you can say what people are trying to say.
I found it. Of course he did.
Can we have Jimmy John for that? Is that okay? Get her.
You're asking, we're in the middle of recording.
I know. Oh, you know what we should do? We should go to Slovak's.
What's Slovak's?
They have like barbecue and they have those kolaches. It's a big deal.
I still have never had a kolache.
You've never had a kolache?
Kolache?
Oh, okay. Whatever. My treats should drive me.
Oh, sure. Happy to.
And we go to Slovak's and it's really good.
We'd pick him up on the way back?
Yeah. And there's a place for us to go. Okay. Here's the question you were talking about the bartender.
Comment. Yes.
I haven't been able to stop a heartbeat about.
Yes. Oh.
As someone who works... Uh-oh. Give me a stuff. You're supposed to get off there?
That's what that's what Google Maps said.
Read.
I mean, they both look really bad.
Waco's the worst to go through.
Yeah, Waco is.
Chip and Joanna ruined this town. I can get into that too. That's the next hot take.
That's
No.
a very controversial topic.
No, it's not. It's not. They ruined Waco.
I'm sure everyone's so happy that they, brought everyone.
Have you ever been to those silos?
No, I haven't, because
It is like,
I heard they were garbage.
it's the worst.
I heard they were garbage, and I heard all of their
People
stuff
that
is overpriced.
go,
but
it's overpriced.
I like Chip and Joanna Gaines. I love
hours.
I love Fixer Upper. I love watching their show,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna pay $500 for a fucking throw pillow. Suck a dick.
It's
No, I don't think so.
it's not great, and you have to wait forever just to get to the restaurant. It's terrible. Okay, next comment. As someone who works in the exact bars you were talking about, this is such a wild fucking take. We live in a capitalistic hellscape, and unfortunately, we need everyone's dollar to thrive, including straight dollars.
Yes.
Bars, I agree. Bars are not safe spaces. They are spaces. That's not true. Bars are safe spaces. That's ridiculous.
I don't really know what you meant by that.
They are spaces with strangers and alcohol. Tons of straight guys go to Sue's. Sue Ellen's is our lesbian bar. Tons of straight guys do not go to Sue Ellen's. I've been to Sue Ellen's 1,000 times, and I can verify for you, I've never seen a straight man there. Ever. It's a bunch of lesbians.
So,
If the lesbians in the comments that have been to Sue Ellen's tell me that that's true or not, I'm going to actually text my lesbian friends and find out if straight men frequent Sue Ellen's often. That's the stupidest thing I've heard. Anyway, it's normal for people to mix and mingle, and it's weird to be exclusionary. First of all, can I tell you what? Can gays bring back being a little bit exclusionary? I think we have gotten to the point that we just let everybody in. It's just like we're not.
well, if you want me to really go there with you,
Oh, we're going to go there at some point.
think about how the gay community has been perceived to the entire world. They don't, majority don't value monogamy. They,
Oh, here we go. Now
Yeah,
you're going to get a
if you
really
want me
sad
to
one.
go there, I will go
Get
there.
on your polyamory. Yeah, then I'll get the eat off me.
I don't judge anybody for what they choose, but don't act like
You come off Judgy
It's-
Judy.
oh my gosh. Well, don't act like, oh, why are we accepting everybody in here? Why are
I
we
don't
letting
think we
everyone in here?
should. I think a lot of these people that say they're part of our community, they aren't even a part of our community. That's for another video.
Ooh.
But I do not think there's something wrong with being a little exclusionary, because the world in and of itself is exclusionary.
So at the door, at the entrance of these bars,
Like, grow up. Like, you need to realize that the world is a little exclusionary. That said, I'm finishing the comment. When these bars need money and support to survive, this is nonsense. And yeah, first of all, okay, we spend a lot of money there. Equating Chuck E. Cheese to a lesbian bar is such an incorrect and offensive take. First of all, that's not what I said. I said you wouldn't go to Chuck E. Cheese without a kid. You wouldn't go to a lesbian bar without a lesbian.
I would actually go to both without either. Like,
When was the last time you went to Sue Ellen's by yourself? Never.
I've never actually been to
Shut up. You've never even been to Sue Ellen, so you haven't even been to a lesbian bar, so don't fuck with me. That is so stupid. I would love to know. how
He's
people-
not talking shit to you. He's just being honest to you. Like, he's just
If you want to
being as respectful as possible.
If you
Always
want
say
a
it.
truly safe space, go to your friend's house, not a public. First of all, I'm not even talking about safe spaces. You know me. I don't believe in safe spaces. I actually have in our description, the Coffee with Gays is not a safe space. I am fine with not having safe spaces. But what I am saying is if you come to our gay space in our gay neighborhood, be somewhat respectful and don't be a crazy girl that is like party and like puking. Like, I'm not kidding you. The other day at Woody's, there was a girl in the front, straight girl, puking, having her hair rolled back and had to be kicked out of the bar. You know, I know the gays do that too.
I've definitely seen plenty of fights happening outside of Woody's and outside of what is that one bar that's across from Roundup? What is that one bar?
Okay. Keep
Okay.
assuming people's sexuality because they might present straight. Super fun to dial that help. Look, I'm not saying, I know they might. present.
You did not tell him, you did not repeat the comment that you made to his comment. What was your response?
I said you're lost. That's all I said. You're
Which is like a backhanded comment.
It is. It's totally a bitchy backhanded comment. Oh, you're totally lost. Because here's the deal. I want to just also point this out. Anybody that's been in West Hollywood will know this.
I've never been to West Hollywood.
Okay, well, I know. Okay, read the bumped in here over here. I'm going to tell you. West Hollywood used to be a gay space. And Lisa Vanderpump moves her minions in and starts opening like Pump and Sir and all this stuff. And all these gables of girls come in. Then they opened Tom Tom. That was the worst one that they ever opened. Because Tom Tom, these girls and guys were having dates in the heart of West Hollywood. Now, okay, I get it. But like not the heart of West Hollywood. West Hollywood is a big town, city, where they have like restaurants and stuff you can go.
Mm-hmm.
But this is in the middle of the strip of Boys Town. That they call literally Boys Town, where there's really all gay bars. I think it's strange to go on a date in a gay neighborhood where it's just you're surrounded by gay bars. I think that's weird. But she created that environment, and all these people from like Ohio and all over the country that want to come and have a Lisa Vanderpump experience came. And then you know what they were planning on doing? Tearing down a bunch of bars and building condos for all the straight people to come in and move in and start having babies. And then guess what? There would be no gay neighborhood.
That would be the housing of urban development.
And by the way, just so you know, no, we talked about what?
I believe that the city planner has to do with that. I don't believe Lisa Vanderpump like single-handedly changed West Hollywood.
She almost did. If it wasn't for Lance Bass, West Hollywood would be gone. He revived and did Rocco's. And if he hadn't done that and Rage and turned it into something else, I don't know. I've left since then. But if it weren't for Lance Bass, West Hollywood would be gone. There would be no West Hollywood. There would be no safe spaces for any little gay boys. Oh, and you know who else? What's his face? Who owns the Abbey? Went and bought the Abbey back too because they were trying to destroy that too.
Really?
So yes, straight people do try to infiltrate our neighborhood and destroy them systematically.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally has been happening for years. And the thing is the gays, we're just sitting here like, okay, it's super cool. Just come hang out. No big deal. It's a big deal.
So I don't think that straight people are infiltrating the gay neighborhood. I don't think the straight people really care about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the controversial one, but everyone's having a fucking goddamn meltdown over crosswalks right now, which, by the way, haven't even been around in Dallas for 5 years. And yet everyone's having a meltdown because Abbott did it. But like, we're going to have a meltdown over a fucking crosswalk. But the fact that there's like a bunch of, I was in Roundup the other day and there were 5 college-age dudes, all straight, ending up. My friends ended up finding out because we were like, are they straight? Because to your point, they could be presenting as straight and they aren't. But my friend, who's like super attractive, decided it was like, he's going to go hit on them. They all ended up being straight. And we were like, confounded. Why are 5 straight dudes,
sometimes
playing pool at our bar?
Because maybe they have really good pool tables and cheap pool tables. Like
you know how many cool pool spots there are in Dallas?
So I didn't come out till I was 22. I went to a lot of bars that were straight and was
making me furious.
Presented as straight a lot of time. I went to a bunch of lesbian bar, or not a bunch, but I went to a lesbian bar in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, though my ex-girlfriend was a lesbian at the time. But
wait, your ex-girlfriend was a lesbian?
For a time.
Why haven't we done coffee with gays on it?
Well, she's married now to a husband, so I don't know if she would ever want me to talk about her, but
no.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. Shout for that car.
I know. Fucking Waco drivers, man. I can see that you're very passionate about this topic, but just take a breather. Like, don't.
I've got another comment that I think is
go ahead.
And I think it's only fair to me.
Go ahead.
Situation. Okay. How about this? Why do you need to invade queer spaces uninvited? The majority of society is tailored to the needs and desires of cis, straight, white males and females, and the needs and desires, but I guess white males more so than females. I'll take that one back before I get murdered.
Sick of being persecuted against.
Now, there are 1,000 other pool tables for you. Why do you need to have access to the gay pool tables? Are you that greedy? Yes, tired LPCA. I agree with you.
I mean,
and those guys were taking over our pool tables. There's only 2 pool tables, and it's hard to get one as it is. And they were playing all night too.
I would have been too. Like, what's the big deal? And I bet you anything that they're buddies with one of the bartenders who are probably straight.
Oh,
like, what's the big deal?
Because I already know at that bar in particular, they like to hire other straight guys.
Straight dudes, whatever.
Yeah, because they don't want people giving away free drinks.
Who the fuck cares? Like they're like I appreciate
care. I care. It's the ruining of our game. Okay. Let's see. Who else?
I think it's genius, but
Oh, here's a golden one. Golden. Gatekeeping at its finest. My favorite bar was owned by lesbians, and yeah, it was mostly gays, but they didn't turn it away anyway. First of all, nobody's being turned away. Nobody's being turned away. You might not be comfortable if people like are nice to you.
keep popping out of the frame. But
It's okay. I'm gonna pop in and out because I'm animated right now. And I said I will gatekeep and keep things alive because I've seen the erosion of the gay community for 20 years. And if you want that trend to continue, fine, but I intend to keep it strong. So there. Sure. And she said, look, you're right. You're right to be weirded out by it. And if some dumb girls treat you like entertainment, please tell them off. The thing is,
it needs to be charging. I'm
Are you
assuming.
using it only as an external? Hold on. Yes. Because there was a change in one of your audio devices. A new recording will start automatically. Okay. Still recording.
Oh. What was that?
Yeah. Let's see it right there. Okay. So her point is tell them off, which I was going to one day. I was going to tell these girls off.
I don't think that's necessary.
And no. My friends wouldn't let me. I didn't tell them off. They ended up, can I tell you what ended up happening? They ended up taking the best photo of us. And I ended up being really nice to them.
Wait, say that again. They ended up being very nice and taking a great photo of you guys. See, give people a chance.
I'm giving people a chance. What I'm explaining to the community is there is an uptick in drunk girls at the bar acting a fool.
So use this as your PSA, your public service announcement. For those of you who think that you want to go get wasted and shit on gay bars and vomit all over the bar and treat it like crap, pass on the gay bars. Please.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
we're not your bachelorette party. But
Right.
That's it. That's definitely one thing.
You want to go to a dump dive bar, go.
And let me tell
Like
you,
South
if
Dallas.
you are going to have your bachelorette party at our bar, you better be real freaking fun. Because nobody likes you there. I'm just telling you, everybody talks shit about the bachelorette.
Oh my God.
There was a girl, though, I will tell you this. She had a bachelorette at Roundup, and she had these, like, light-up lay things that were, like, black and gold, and they were
Do they
very
have penises
cool.
on them too?
And everybody wanted one, and it was, like, a whole thing where we were, like, trying to fight for it. So I'm not, like, an evil human here. I'm saying I've had fun times. I'm just saying that for the most part, and the one-off is okay. It's becoming, though, a real pattern of like this invasion of our space, I think. It's just what I'm saying.
Sure.
Hold on. There's a meme that I think will really help.
There's a meme. How are we supposed to describe a meme? We're supposed to be talking about the comments.
No, look, there is a meme that has been going around for a while that I think will help.
Okay.
See if I can find it real quick. I can't look at them. Oh, God.
What?
We came up in the search results.
What?
We came up in search results.
Like my name?
No, like our video on
Oh.
this topic.
Oh,
We're like on the first image search of Google.
that's funny. I think we should immediately post this to TikTok when we're done. Oh shit! Hold. Shit! Now my fault, dude. You okay?
Yeah. What was that?
It was everybody in this lane just decided to slam on their brakes.
I can't find a meme. Okay, I can go on to other topics.
And we gotta fix that. Fucked up.
Oh my God.
What?
Ha!
What?
Here's the quote. Here's a cut. Here's one for you. grade.
Wait, you need to fix this thing. Not like.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe don't slam on the brake.
I was trying to save our lives.
I mean, that's true. Okay. The guy in the video whose entire personality is his hat is obsessed with hetero superiority, LMAO. So embarrassing, dude. LOL. That's it.
What the fuck?
I mean, I
It's
guess,
my favorite hat, first of all. I have no problem taking it off. Anytime you want me to, come take it off. Like, here, I'm not wearing a hat. It's my.
oh, wait. I totally responded to that comment. I need to delete that.
I love my hat.
I clearly thought everybody was attacking me, so I responded to them attacking you. Oh, here we go. It's not being exclusionary. Thank you, Jake the Snake. People created those spaces for the people to be around other similar people. Just be respectful and find your own place. Going to an L or G safe space for beer specials is wild. I agree, Jake. Why? I do. I mean, that's another thing. Oh, because our drinks are strong and we have really good specials. Like, that's not another good reason to go.
Listen,
Get a gay friend.
Listen, I'm not spending insane amounts of money on alcohol. Like, I'm drinking to get fucked up, not to fucking. It's not an investment, all right, at the bar. I want cheap drinks. Cheap and cheerful. That's what I want my night to be at the bar. Cheap and cheerful.
Cheap and cheerful, yes. And it's great when. Okay, let's do another scenario. Okay, I mean, I know everybody's super obsessed with apps, and I know that this comment exists in here.
With abs?
Apps. But I don't need people on gay apps anymore. I don't get on gay apps. I need people in real life. So I find it a little strange.
You meet a lot of straight women in real life. Clearly, you meet a lot of straight women in real life.
Yeah, exactly. They're taking up a lot of space. But then I also think it's weird when you're going and you're hitting on people and they're straight at the gay bar without a gay friend.
I'm never going to agree with that. So.
Okay, well.
Nothing I'm ever going to agree on.
Okay, here we go. See, this is the person that just didn't clearly listen to what I had to say. How can we expect allies to fight with us, for us, when we don't allow them to celebrate with us? With us it's what I'm saying, with us.
Why? What they're trying to say is, why couldn't they come to the bar without a gay friend and make a gay friend? Is that so difficult? Why is that so weird?
No, I said that it's not weird. I said like those girls that are out of town and going to the gay bar, I think it's fine. I wouldn't want to be an out-of-town girl and go to a straight bar by myself. I think that's fine.
Right.
Obviously, if someone is acting up, they need to be checked. But if someone is at a bar, festival, or parade, don't even get me on the parades. Let's talk about the parades. This is another great example. Okay, pride parades. Reed hates the pride parade, so he's not gonna defend it.
I don't hate it.
Let me tell you what the pride parade has turned into. Now we have to have pride parades be family friendly because they now are for straight people bringing their kids. This is not a child event.
It's not for gay couples who have children.
Look, if I want a child, I would not take my child to a pride parade. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't. I don't think it's appropriate.
So you don't
bring your kid to a pride parade. Now, I do think if you want, you can have them celebrate pride in a different way. But I don't think pride parades have historically, nor should they be, some kind of place where they have children activities. It's just like, look, it's like when the moms were bringing their kids to drag shows.
It's a parade.
Strange.
Let me just make it clear, Blaine. This is a parade, right? Pride is a public parade. Why shouldn't children be allowed to go to a public?
Because guys wear their underwear.
And is that appropriate? Is that appropriate?
I think it's totally fine. It's how it's always been done. Don't bring your kids to the pride parade.
Here's my thing. What are we?
This is my point, though. My point is this: is why is the gay community? Because we have to accept everybody all the time, and we can't say no to anything because we have no backbone, zero backbone whatsoever. And we have to include everybody in all of our stuff because we can't be exclusive, can't be exclusionary, can't be bad. Because of that, now our pride parades have to be family friendly. Like, I have to be around kids all the time, everywhere I go. And there are so many kids out there. There's so many activities for kids to do. I don't think a pride parade is necessary for a kid to go to. They can go to something else. First of all, like, in my opinion, I just don't even think kids should even need to know what gay is. I think that's silly, number one. If I was a gay parent, I really would leave my kid with the babysitter and go enjoy Pride myself. And then at the end of the day, Pride is for adult gay people. So why are we even, like, making it so that there's a few kids that can go? So kids of gay parents, okay, great. But then you start adding in the straight parents. That's who's really taking their kid to Pride, not the gay parents. I can tell you, it is more kids of straight people coming to our parade and then being like, oh, it should be like family friendly. There shouldn't be guys in their jock straps.
I mean, so let me tell you my opinion on the Pride Parade. Is that what we're proud of, guys in jock straps? Just to be clear, is that what we're about?
Yes,
That's what we're proud of.
No, I mean, there's more than guys in jock straps, but
like the depth of the parade goes only as far as a jock strap and a leather harness.
no, it doesn't. There's people playing in bands. There are trucks, the bars all do their light things. That's how it used to be. I'm glad we don't have any of the corporate floats anymore because I was really sick of that too. Because guess what? That was a bunch of straight people too. Those weren't even gay people that worked for those companies. Those were just people that wanted like some like work credit for whatever. Again, people getting involved in our community. And by the way, now the official Pride thing in July sucks. Nobody wants to June. Nobody wants to go. None of the gays even go to Pride anymore.
Right.
That's the reality. Because they've destroyed it. The straight people have destroyed Pride.
You have a
And
thing.
they are going to destroy our bars.
You have a bug up your ass about straight people, and I
I
can't.
don't. I mean, there's so many straight people. I love my straight people. I have plenty of straight friends. And I have straight friends that come to the gay bar with me. That's my point.
Thank you. Can you be a good passenger producer?
I mean, why did you move it in the first place?
You still didn't do it. It's still messed up.
What's the messed up?
Pitch the bottom upward. There, hold this while you pitch the bottom. There. Okay. Now push back. Now just push this part back. There.
Okay. I'm just saying, this is exactly what's going to happen. It happened to Pride. Now it's going to happen to the gay bars.
Oh, Blaine.
What?
Put that back. You're blinding the fuck out of me.
Okay. Blinded by the light.
Oh, it's about to...
Okay. There's a straight guy who comes to our poker night at the bar I go to. Huh? It's fine.
Okay.
There's a straight guy that comes to the poker night at the bar I go to, and I feel totally, completely safe around him. Dude, that's great. And he sounds like he knows you guys, and that's my point. It's cool.
Right, so
No issue there.
So let people get to know you.
Oh, here's a good one. We can't slice and dice like this. And I said, yes, we can. We need to at some point. We was almost destroyed. And how do we integrate without allowing others to know us? I think you show up just being your normal self in everyday life. I don't think integration means like, oh, like by all means flood our gay bars with straight people.
It doesn't mean not to, though. Like, doesn't mean you're
Again,
not fun.
never said straight people aren't allowed at a gay bar. I just think you should have a gay friend with you most of the time.
Yeah, you all need to go out there and recruit a gay fucking chaperone. No. I'm going to walk into a straight bar just fine. Anytime I want, without a straight person, with or without a straight person. Doesn't matter to
That
me.
is so not an equivalency.
And I am going to walk into a Chuck E. Cheese if I don't have a kid sometime, too. And what?
Gross. That's weird.
Not
weird.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Not walking.
Maybe a Dave and Buster's, because that's for adults.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't. Let's see.
Are you finding another comment?
Yes.
What?
This is good. The Chuck E. Cheese comparison breaks down because you ain't getting in without a kid in tow unless it's been changed. I showed up at my godchild's birthday, straggling, coming. You know what happened when I was in Paris, France? You all love Paris, France.
You talking about L.A., you talking about Paris.
I'm going to tell you what happened in Paris. Okay? Because everybody loves Paris. Paris is so accepting and they love everybody, right?
Are they?
No, they aren't. I was there and a guy, gay man, had a friend of his, tried to bring her into the gay bar. And the bouncer said, no women, this is a gay bar. Didn't let her in.
Well, what if she was a lesbian?
Well, she didn't say that, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should move to Paris, because I agree with these rules, and all of my friends that were with me thought the same thing.
Yes, and we will start to have water fountains that just say gay only.
But I'm not advocating for that. I'm not.
No. Yeah, clearly not.
I'm not.
You'd be okay with it, though.
Huh?
You'd be okay with it, though.
I might not mind it. But no, I thought it was really, I felt bad for the girl. She was also with a gay friend. So I thought, like, that was really harsh. Now, there were a few girls in there. Those girls clearly had to work very hard to be, like, get to know people and get access to this space.
Right.
But that's in Paris.
I mean,
I'm not that far off base. I know I'm not. Y'all can think I'm a horrible person, but I don't think I am.
He's not a horrible person. He just doesn't know how to relay his message.
I think we've really explained my stance, and you can tell me in the comments what you think. We're going to actually put this as a full episode, and then we'll clip it up into clips on TikTok as well. I think it's a whole series.
I think we're going to post it on TikTok right now, right when we're done.
Reed, you can't do the whole thing on TikTok.
Why not?
It's too long of a format.
Oh.
But we'll definitely put this on our YouTube channel so you can like see the whole thing. I think this is great. We should do more of this. Maybe this should just be the new format.
Maybe.
Just drive around Texas and talk about shit. Reed loves to drive.
I mean, I happen to drive a lot, yes.
He drives all the time. So, yes. And I hate to drive, so I'm a great passenger. But I could just do my work from the car.
I'd be shocked if your car even turned on at this point because you haven't moved it from your parking garage at Gavin Sowell.
It does. Sometimes it doesn't. I mean, my battery just died, so I don't drive it much. I literally have to just get the car washed every time I take it out because it gets dust all over in the parking garage.
I don't know why you live in Dallas.
I know.
You should live in Chicago or
I would love to live in Chicago, but it didn't happen. But I mean, I live in a very walkable neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're very close to the gay bars, but I do go to the straight bars, and I do feel entitled to go there as well. I will say. Any closing thoughts on this one, Reed?
Yes, you're not allowed to go to any dog park if you don't have a dog.
Why? Okay, this is a great analogy. Since everyone didn't get the Chuck E. Cheese analogy, why would you go to a dog park if you don't have a dog?
Because it's a nice park, but you want to walk around it.
No, dog parks actually usually are pretty ugly. Quite frankly, you wouldn't go to a dog park without a dog. That's weird. That's weird. And you wouldn't go to a gay bar if you don't have a gay friend.
I think
I can't wait for people to tell us how many straight men go to Sue Ellen's lesbian bar by themselves.
I think all walks of life are welcome.
I'm not saying people aren't welcome. Stop twisting my words.
If you're gonna come to the gay bar, bring a gaggle of gays with you.
Or one. I'm saying one. You can be 10, 12, 15 girls with one gay guy.
Yep, because that's what one gay guy wants to do with his Saturday night. Chaperone 15 fucking girls at the gay bar.
I mean, it does sound miserable, doesn't it?
I wouldn't want to do it, but
I will say that guy, I could say, he went to a bachelorette party and he was one gay guy with 8 or 10 girls in Costa Rica. So.
Oh my God, he traveled all the way to Costa Rica for it?
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Yeah, but that's a great example. It's you have one gay guy with you, so you go to the gay bar with them.
Was he security? What?
No, he wasn't security. He's the fun one.
And what if these straight girls wanted to bring what if the girl that's getting married, right, the bachelorette, her brother wanted to go with her to these bars? What if she brought him?
Is the brother gay?
No.
I don't understand the question.
It doesn't make sense.
So you want to bring your straight brother to a gay bar.
Sure.
And no other gay people. Do you understand how weird this sounds?
What if they brought a lesbian?
A lesbian's fine.
Why? It's not a lesbian bar. It's a gay bar.
I think lesbians and gays can go to each other's bars.
Boulder Dash. You wouldn't go to a lesbian bar without a lesbian.
I personally, I've been to Sue Ellen's and stuff, but I just personally would not normally be like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out. Like, let me take you know how large my friend group is. If I took them all after brunch, it's like, you know what? We're not gonna go to Woody's today. We're gonna all 15 of us go hit up Sue Ellen's. Do you know that those women would be freaking pissed? You know they would be.
At this rate,
they should be.
At this rate, you should name off all the bars that everyone should go to on a Saturday.
I'm just telling you, if my loud ass went into Sue Ellen's, cackling and hollering with all my gay cackle of friends, I think those women would be like, get the hell out of Sue Ellen's. I'd probably get beat up.
Maybe people are just being nice, but they really want you to leave.
Girl, they are not nice. Lesbians are tough. They're kick some ass. I mean, let's be honest. If you are ever in a fight, you want a lesbian.
I mean, maybe
because they will take them out. So I think us lesbians and gays get along. I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying I just don't think that they would really appreciate a bunch of gays infiltrating their bar all the time.
Sure.
That's just my take.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
on that note, we have 20 minutes left of our drive.
And we'll think of another topic to talk about.
We will update you.
Well, here's to an episode of Coffee with Gays on the Road / co-sponsored by Riding with Reed. Yes. What is it? Is it Riding with Reed?
Between the lines. I have not been between the lines at all whatsoever.
No. Why didn't we call it Riding with Reed?
Reed's roller coaster.
I think Riding with Reed is better.
Nobody rides Reed lately.
Well, I don't know. People do ride ya. The coconut oil.
I'm gonna keep my mouth.
I think we need to rebrand it to Riding Reed.
Oh my God. Reed rides.
Reed rides. Oh. Yes. Reed ride. Why did we do that? Why did we do Reed between the lines?
I don't know.
Reed rides. That's cool.
Clearly, we're not great with the marketing.
And this is a much better
studio
view than what you did before. I think people will be interested in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. Much better.
Drive around Dallas, look for the right backdrop to my recording.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cheers. Thank you for another episode of Coffee with Gays.
Cheers.
We'll call this one Blaine Gets Steamrolled by People. But until next time.
Bye.